Beautiful friends, hello, welcome. So, you guys, let us begin today by taking a deep and glorious breath. We are talking about self-worth, and I feel so freaking inspired right now because self-worth is something I was just talking to two different clients about today. And it really was the foundation of both sessions. And I realized if you're watching this and you want to do something that requires courage, go out there, live your purpose, go out there and share your message, be visible, create something that's really inspiring for you, but you have been struggling and hiding or procrastinating or self-sabotaging or limiting yourself in some way, what I'm going to share with you right now is going to help, okay? So I rarely talk about self-worth, but it came up today really, really powerfully. A client was sharing with me, she was talking with me about her intention for the session was to get really clear on to use her creative energy to focus on one specific goal, but she was all over the place with all these different desires. And she really wanted to get clear by the end of the session of how to use her creative energy and get really clear on something she can create with that creative energy. However, the things that were really juicy for her, really alive, really exciting, for example, one of them is painting. So she loves to paint in her free time. She's also, if you're watching this, if you're here, let me know in the chat, but she also is creating videos and coming out of, hiding of, she has such an incredibly powerful message and she's been sharing her videos with me and is about to start sharing them publicly. And she has these different creative interests. And as we went on, and this is a tip for you, just as we're going here, if you ever need clarity on your purpose, so often we try to come from our heads, and our heads are going to tell us that we have to create this perfect thing, and we have to do this thing that people are going to accept or appreciate or celebrate us for. It has to meet certain criteria. And that's all logic, and it's all to keep us safe and in the box of what's already been created. When you tune in and you really want clarity, if you want to get genuine clarity that's not coming from the ego, it's coming from your soul, the easiest way to do that is actually feel what the vision feels like in your body physically. Does it help you breathe a little bit deeper? Or does it kind of clamp you down when you picture that thing? That's a clue. Your body is going to tell you what's in alignment. So with this particular client, the second client I was working with today, she said, when she made these videos, one of the videos she shared with me, I said, it's fantastic. I felt so healed watching this video. It was about slow living. It was so soothing. It was so powerful. And she said, I didn't share it publicly because it's not like, she's like, I want my videos to look aesthetically. And she said this one YouTuber's name like that. And I said to her, have you ever actually looked at that YouTuber's first video, not the 3 years into making videos, but her first video to see what her initial videos look like? And she's like, actually, I did. She was just like talking into a camera. There was nothing really going on. And exactly. So oftentimes what happens is if we're not tapped into our self-worth, which is what I'm going to get to in a moment, we will create from a place of lack. And that lack, you're tapping into lack when you're trying to make things perfect or coming out of fear or trying to do things in a way that is maybe exhausting when you think about doing it because it's so much pressure to be perfect, great, excellent, amazing. And this is what stops most people from going out there and creating the thing they're here to create is they're comparing their beginning, their day one to somebody's year 10 or year 3 even, or year 50. And when you are wanting clarity, just to complete that one thing is if you want to get clear on something, just list all the different ideas you have on a piece of paper, on a Post-it note. And take each one and just imagine yourself living it. So with this client, I said, just imagine yourself posting videos of you simply sharing about your healing journey and giving tools around that with no pressure to make it aesthetically perfect and beautiful and cinematic and all that. Just you sharing your essence, your heart, your wisdom, and genuine value with the viewer. She tuned into that and it felt very expansive. And then I said, great. Now I want you to imagine making the videos that are perfect. You have like the cinematography and you're taking like 30 hours to edit each video. And it like contracted her body. Her mind is super convinced that the videos have to look like that in order to be worth something, keyword, in order to get people to enjoy the watch, enjoy to actually tune in and see her. Her body is telling her something different. Her body is saying, actually, these are the videos that I really feel good about making. But the mind overrides that and says, but you're not worth it. Those videos won't be worth something. So let's take a deep breath, because as I'm sharing the story, I want you to think about your desires, the things that are inspiring to you, and exhaling out. By the end of this video, I want you to be able to discern and tap in between what is actually what you're here to create and what is alive for you and juicy and inspiring and a true desire versus based on a fear desire, okay? So that you can really tap into your worth and really tap into your confidence and actually enjoy your life. Share what you're here to share. So her body expanded in that regard. And then as we continued to speak and talk and connect, she said, I really love painting, but I'm not a painter. And she said it like twice. She said, I'm not a good painter. I'm not a good drawer. I'm not good at that. And so I let it slip the first time, and because there were other things we were talking about. And then she said it again. I love painting. I'm just not good at it. So we went to the root of what happened there. And basically what it came down to is, as a little kid, and I want you to think about the story for yourself. First, think about, what is something you genuinely love? Maybe you secretly love it. Maybe you do it in your own privacy, like drawing or painting or singing. For me, it's singing at the harmonium. It's a certain talent or skill or creative hobby that you do, but you don't let anyone know about it. Okay, get really clear on that first. Or maybe it's a dream that you don't even let yourself enjoy doing because you just think you're not good at it. Okay, get clear on what that is. Stay with your breath. And now I want you to imagine the first time you were interested in that. So this particular client, in an art class she said, 11th grade, in an art class, she made this painting and she loved it. She felt like it was so beautiful. Her exact words were, I thought it was so beautiful. And then her art teacher came over and said, that is completely off. You did it totally wrong. The technique is completely off. So in her head, she heard, you're not a good artist. You're not a good painter. You're not good at this. And so she equated, because she didn't get the technique correct. In other words, she wasn't able to put her artistry into a box, but she created something beautiful nonetheless. She took, no, I didn't create something beautiful. I'm just not a good artist. So that one teacher said one thing to her, and she digested that as an evidence and definition that she's not good at painting, something she loves to do. Time stops, and that's a key to knowing about, what you want, what you're here to create. Time stops. You enjoy it so much, it energizes you. It doesn't drain you. Like making these videos excites me. It inspires me, right? That's why I do them. Like connecting with you is amazing, and getting to hear and get the feedback from you guys of what you experience from these videos is amazing. But really, if it didn't energize me, I wouldn't be doing it, because it's the joy of creation is so important. That's going to be a clue for you. What gives you life? What gives you energy? So her worth, her ability to paint, for example, she was basing on one opinion that she actually misconstrued and thought it meant she wasn't good at it. But really, he just wasn't communicating clearly and saying, you're clearly an artist. You just didn't get the technique right. But great, let's try again, or throw out the technique and just do what you're doing because it's beautiful. Who in your life told you that you're not worth something? Who in your life told you that you're not good at the thing that you're here to do? Or who in your life told you that you might as well not do that because it's not going to make you money, it's not going to get you what you want in life, people aren't going to like you, or whatever the things are. Who in your life stopped you from tapping into your own essence, which is really the core of your worth? Your worth isn't based on what you do. Your worth isn't based on what you do. I'm going to say it a third time. Your worth is not based on what you produce or do. Your worth is based on you, on your essence. Your worth cannot be taken away. It cannot be destroyed. It cannot be measured even. Your worth is based on, I was telling a client earlier today, not the artist client, but she's also an artist actually, but a different client, that your worth is based on the quality of who you are. Like I was telling her, Jason and I, we it's like I love being near her, not because of what she does, but because of who she is. That's the value of you. And so with this video, I just want to kick off this conversation because this is going to be a shorter video today. I'm actually going to get a massage right now. So I need to go. But I want you to just start thinking about, are you tying your worth to something that you do? And I'm going to be very transparent with you. This is something I've done most of my life. And if you've done that too, you know how painful that is. And how the reason it's painful is because it's a lie. Your worth is not based on what you do. Your worth is based on who you are. So the work is owning your value, owning how valuable you are, owning that you're a blessing just by walking into a room, just by having a pure heart, just by being a caring person, just by being present, listening, seeing people. The value of that is exponential. And if you're on the coaching path, that's the main value of coaching, is really hearing and seeing your clients. If you're a healer, you know this, like actually holding a safe space for your client is like 80% of the healing that happens, to allow this power to come in and do the healing. So how much of your life have you been basing your worth on something you do or something measurable or other people's opinions of you? And if you have been stumped, stopped, stuck, have a dream, have a vision, have a desire, and you've either been confused, not knowing what to do, and saying, I don't know what I don't even have clarity. That's one energetic block. It's like in disguise. Or maybe it's, you know exactly what you want to do, but you're just in your shell and you won't come out, or haven't yet come out. Or maybe it's you've done the thing, you've tried a few times and you got negative feedback, and so you just stopped completely. Have you been basing your worth on other people's opinions? If your worth equals what other people think of you, you are coming from a lack vibration, and that's like building a house on quicksand. So my invitation for you today is to just think about this client. So here's the treasure tool, and this is what she's doing now, is she's clearing. So tapping is powerful, or the Diamond Process book in the 5th step is the obstacle clearing statement's really powerful. Whatever you need to do to clear the energy, clear the block, clear the idea, clear the limitation in your mind, so that you can open up. So for this particular client, when I say open up, I mean open up and tap into having a strong sense of self-worth, walking around in life knowing how worthy you are and how valuable you are. Because in so doing, you won't over deliver, over give, be so good at generosity, but be terrible at receiving. Are you someone like that? Like, I'd love to know. If that's something you've struggled with, let me know. Or it might come in the form of just not even putting yourself out there, being invisible because you don't want the negative feedback, right? So have you been tying your worth to somebody's opinion of you? If so, clear that with whatever technique you want. EFT is very powerful, tapping. Otherwise, the obstacle clearing statement in the book, and here's one way of doing it. Write down all the beliefs. So for this client, I'm not a good painter. I'm a horrible artist. One thing that came up in the session for her today was, If I have fun, I'm going to go broke. Like I won't make enough money because I can't have fun and make money. These are things that you want to get really clear on and continue to clear these energetic blocks. So one way to do that is just place your hands on your heart, take a deep breath, and say, anywhere I bought into the belief that blank. So this is the obstacle clearing statement in the Diamond Process book. Anywhere I bought into the belief or the misunderstanding, anywhere I bought into the misunderstanding that I am a horrible artist, I'll never be good enough as an artist, I cancel, clear, and delete it, and I forgive myself completely. And a shortcut to that is just go cancel, clear, delete, like you're deleting it off of your computer. It's just gone. Okay, so how do you have a strong sense of self-worth? You already have a strong self-worth. You already have an infinite level of self-worth, but how do you have a sense of that? How do you know what that is? You clear the block and the tie that other people's opinions of you actually have to do with your worth or value, and let them have their opinions and come into your own value and worth by clearing the energy, continuously clearing the energy, and then have a mantra that's allows you to bask in your self-worth. So an example might be is, it's safe for me to be all that I am. It's safe for me to love and appreciate and acknowledge how brilliant I am as an artist. It's safe for me to put myself first. It's safe for me to play and make money. It's safe for me to enjoy my life, even if others aren't enjoying their lives. So whatever you need to do to have a statement that you start to clean that up, And if all else fails, let it all go. Let all these tools go. Come into your breath. Come out of your mind and into your heart. Connect into your body and ask yourself, what do I truly want? It might be, I want to take a bath. I want to go for a walk. I just want to breathe deeply. I want to sing. I want to paint. I want to dance. I want to cry. I just want to lay in bed and just let go. I want to feel. I want whatever it is. Let your body tell you and stay in the silence with it and take action from that silence, from that still state. When was the last time you went into a still state, into deep breathing? And we'll finish with something Jason does often these days, which is so powerful. If you need to come out of lack and into worth, into the true worth of you, it's simply dropping down into the heart space. So how do you do that? Brain-heart coherence. Take a deep breath, place both hands on the heart, and start to breathe in for a count of 7 and out for a count of 7. And staying with your heart. So what's happening is, because you're counting at this pace of 7, anxiety doesn't happen at this slow of a breath. So you're actually shifting your state, connecting with your heart, and using your mind to count. So now the mind is being used for something that helps you tap into your heart, brain-heart coherence. And now tap into gratitude. What is one thing you're grateful for? As you breathe, as you're breathing slowly, as you're connecting with your heart. What is one thing you're grateful for? Good. And now another thing. Just really let that expand. Let that gratitude expand through your whole body. I'm so grateful I can breathe. I'm so grateful I can feel myself right now. I can feel my heart. I'm so grateful I can supply the love I've wanted from others. I'm so grateful I have this power. I'm so grateful I'm remembering that my worth isn't based on what I do. My worth is based on who I am. I'm so grateful I have food in the refrigerator and I have a bed to sleep in tonight. I'm so grateful. And then as you can connect in that way and you go into the state of appreciation, you're tapping into the innate knowing of your own worth. And that begins to inform your actions. So you're no longer taking actions based on what you think others will value. You're taking action based on what you value. And from there, you start to attract people who value you and that as well. It's got to come from inside. All right. I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. And I hope and trust that this is helpful to you. Or not. And give this video a thumbs up if you do feel like you're ready to own your worth and to break free and do the thing in this world that you are here to do. And if you want help on actually clearing your energetic blocks, just go into the description and grab the workshop. I have a free workshop on helping you command your frequency so you can drop much deeper into this space that we kind of touched into and learn how to clear away. I'll show you exactly how to clear away the blocks so that you can move forward really powerfully in your life. All right, my friends, I love you so, so much. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you in the next video.